Welcome back, everyone. Today we're here with three special guests for our Cup of Campus. Today's theme is all about returning. Returning for memories, returning for friends, returning for this campus that we all love. Yeah, so before we start, let's introduce all of you. Let's start with Kian.
Hi, I'm Xi'an. I'm 23. I'm from London, and I'm a master's student who returned to XJTLU to do my masters.
Hello everyone, my name is Guziza. I'm from Kazakhstan, I'm 24, and I'm doing my second degree here, which is International Business and Chinese Language.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Fortune. I'm from Indonesia and I'm taking master's degree in data science.
Okay, great. You know how when people graduate or they finish their exchange program, they think like, oh yeah, that's the end, like move on. But then there are some students who still, even though they finish their programs and they graduate, returning to them feels somewhat natural. Like in today's episode, we're gonna talk about why people come back, what is making them want to stay here, and all that stuff. So let's start with the first question. So, when you first got here, like, how was it for you? And then, after staying here, what was the reason that made you come back? For Gaziza, it was coming back. For you as well, if I remember properly, you did go back to Liverpool again, and then you came back. Something like that. Yeah, yeah. And then for you, you graduated and decided to stay here for your master's. So, why do you think you decided to take that step?
So I think there's a lot of reasons. The first one pretty much being that I love it here. I loved it from the minute I arrived, and even now I know that I'm having to leave soon and I'm dreading it. But interestingly, at the end of my exchange year, I came for a year of exchange. I ended up breaking my leg, and I had 3 months in a wheelchair. And I was really depressed because there was so much stuff I wanted to do here. And then basically the global management school came up to me and was like, look, we think you should stay for a master's, we'll give you a good scholarship. And he turned around and goes, and you've just broken your leg, so there's a lot of stuff you want to do here. So.
Yeah, I remember seeing you in the wheelchair. That was a long time ago. Damn, I completely forgot about it for a while. But yeah.
And also think that Kian was so natural here that everyone was thinking you were a local student. I have no idea. I had no idea that he's an exchange. Yeah. So for me, it was a little different because initially I came here to do the Chinese, a non-degree Chinese course, and I just fell in love with China the moment I landed. I remember I went out of the airport basically, and I was like, oh my god, that's something that I've never experienced before. Like, no country that I've been before doesn't look like China, right? The energy here, everything is so different. And then I came to XJTLU, and it was like another click. I was like, wow, this campus, these people, these opportunities that I have here. And I remember when I finished the first semester, I went to check the other schools in Shanghai and in the province because I wanted to have all the options. And I still decided to stay in XJTLU because nothing here is like that. Yeah.
Well, we're glad you stayed.
Well,
What
I
about
mean, for me, when I first came, it was a bit late at night, so I couldn't see anything apart from the airport and my dorm. So for the first few months, it was a bit lonely for me, at least. But after 1 to 2 years in China, especially in Suzhou, I like the city, like the old and the modern city, as well as my friends, the school and everything. And when I got the scholarship, it just helped me make my decision to take my master's degree here.
Yeah, like, if I listen to it, it's all different, but that it kind of like has a similar vibe that attracted you guys to stay here. That's actually kind of very heartwarming in a sense. Like moving on to the next question. Like in your guys' perspective, what makes XJTLU a place like student feel connected to even after leaving? They feel connected to XJTLU. What do you think is like the secret recipe or like the secret sauce?
I could talk for hours about this.
Make
Honestly.
it short.
I will, I'll make it short. I'll just give one example. Is I had a friend who came and visited me, and she left last night. And she lives in Chengdu now, but she was here for a year exchange. Well, she was actually meant to be here for 1 semester. She ended up extending, of course. And she cried for about 9 hours yesterday. It was actually a bit annoying because she kept on crying, kept on crying. But it's just everything about this place. It's the sense of security you get and being around, you're so safe. It's a sense of home, the people. Everyone's in the same boat. Everyone moves to the other side of the world, especially me. I'm very in touch with the Europeans. We move to the other side of the world. And you come here and everyone's in the same boat, and you come without family, you come without friends, and everyone around you becomes family, becomes friends. And you go to the same places, the bars, the restaurants, and it just becomes your life, and you become so connected and you have such great moments that it's hard to leave it behind.
That is very sweet. What about you guys? Do you have any?
For me, I talked to a lot of people. I saw a lot of people coming and going. And I think it really depends. It's very different for everyone. And at the end of the day, it's just, it either clicks or no. I don't know. I feel like there is no secret sauce. You just come here and you need to feel it and understand that. Like, do you need it or no? I needed it, and I was prolonging my non-degree Chinese course. Like, and then okay, I need to stay for a degree, I guess. Yeah.
That's good. What about you?
I mean, for me, like apart from the safety, the city, and the school, like what I would like to remember most is like the Chinese students, as well as the Chinese people here. Like I would say the Chinese students have been very friendly towards international students. Like even if you're ashamed to introduce ourselves, they would approach us, be kind to us, and like introduce us to new things that only a local would know. So I guess that's what the plus point of XJTLU, I guess, and the city of Suzhou.
Okay, great. Okay, question for the PG students. Like, you know how you could have decided to go anywhere for your master's, right? But is there a specific reason you wanted to stay or like come back to XJTLU for your master's?
Yeah, so I'm from the University of Liverpool, so I of course did my exchange here. I get the same exact certificate I get as I would in England, but I have to do it in England, and here's way better than England. And also if I want to work in China in the future. But at the end of the day, it's just like I said, it's this, you get, especially at this age, you get a sense of security with safety. And more than anything, it's like in England, crime rates are really high, you feel unsafe, everything's very expensive. Here you can live amazingly and everything's so safe, you have no problems. And that is something which, although there's people which are amazing, the campus is stunning and that all helps, I think the safety is really one thing, because nowadays in Liverpool, you start walking around at night and you get scared of what's behind you. So I think the safety you have here and the university is amazing, because what I would have got is the exact same. The degree is the exact same, because they're linked. So I thought, you know what, I may as well choose this option.
Okay. What about you, Michael?
I actually agree with him, like how you get both the same certificates. But apart from that, I like how this university is research-led. So like they would actually support you if you're going to research on something, as well as the city. It's a growing city, it's a new city, SIP. And I think there are a lot of job potentials, especially in the AI industry or the robotics industry. So yeah, that's actually one of my main reasons to come back to XJTLU.
Okay. Okay, now I want to ask a question to Gaziza. Like when you were doing your exchange, what stood out to you that like captured you to stay or like come back?
For me, I was doing a Chinese course, not an exchange. However, I feel like compared to other Chinese universities, this one is more foreigner friendly. So one of the main factors that influenced me was that here I can dive deeper into Chinese culture. I can learn the language. I can learn how to live here in this country. However, I don't need to put myself in that stress. You know, I don't need to be completely lost. Like I probably would be in a public Chinese university studying in Chinese, right? Yeah. So that was one of the main reasons that this university offers transition from Western culture to Eastern culture.
Okay, now let's move on to another question. I think this is also pretty important. Like, as you are selecting your university or like planning on doing like anything related to academics, the one major thing would be your programs or like what kind of major are you choosing? Like, for example, you guys are business, you are mechatronics, data science, yeah, all that stuff. Like, what do you guys think? Like, what attracted you what kind of majors attracted you?
So I think it's amazing here. As someone who's always studied international business, I did it 3 years in Liverpool, and now I've come up to my 6th year of university study. The thing is, it's also I'm someone who's very international. My parents come from all over the world. It's lovely that here you get a complete macroscope on it, so you can really see how business works all around the world. And you're talking about one of the business capitals. Everything comes from here. Everything's exported from here. And it's so nice being able to put what I already know into the scope, because I do international business and global affairs, and you learn about politics, you learn about, I did some computer programming at one point, but once again, it's just so interesting, it's fascinating knowing you can do all this while also studying Chinese. I don't know what else you can do it.
I agree with him because before I came here, I already had like few years of job experience in management, and right now, since I'm redoing my degree, it's quite foundational. So it's introduction to business, introduction to managerial studies, and all that kind of things. However, you can. If you put enough effort, you can reflect on it. You can analyze it. You can see how it's applied on real world. And I think the curriculum here is very good. However, XJTLU has so much different degrees, and I think if you are a new student, you should also consider Taitang, because Taitang has amazing majors.
I saw them having a boat racing competition. They had like some kind of boat racing. I was fascinated by that.
Absolutely.
It's crazy how these students studying there made that and raced and all. I was baffled.
But the majors, they're like entrepreneurship in practice. They do internships and it's part of their curriculum. It's because for me, my priority was to study Chinese. So I chose this campus. But if your priority is to do more practical things in business, I think Taitang is like brilliant right now. It's just something that I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Yeah, I also like go with that. Like Taita is actually pretty brilliant.
Yeah, and it has scholarships right now, right? Discounts.
Okay, that's actually a very good point that you mentioned about Taitang. Especially for our prospective undergraduate students, I would say one of the reasons I came here was the wide variety of programs. Actually, you can compare it with other Sino-foreign universities. XJTLU, I would say, has one of the most, if not the most, undergraduate programs. And then when you decide to take your master's degree and come back, we also have a lot of degrees, a lot of programs from human-computer interaction, HCI, or data science, AI, business, supply chain, like lots of programs that you can actually take here.
Okay, another question I wanted to ask was like, for you guys, like when you did like your exchange program or all that stuff, like was it any different from when you're doing full time here at the moment?
Yes, but once again, one was undergraduate, one was masters, and also due to COVID, I was meant to come here 2021, got cancelled last minute. 2022, got cancelled last minute. 2023, I finally come. But it was the third, I'd already finished university, but Liverpool didn't have many people to go. So they kind of said, please, even if you finish third year, go, and you only need to pass. So if I would have got a pass or 100%, nothing would have changed. So let's say I had a bit less pressure back then. Now academically, I feel it much more, but it's enriching, it's nice. I'm writing my dissertation right now, a bit slowly, but I'm writing it. And it's sort of rewarding, because even though I was here doing nothing in my first year, we really did so little as in the Brits. We just went on holiday.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nowadays it's much tougher, but it's quite nice, because obviously masters is the final stop for most people. So everything I've ever worked for is going into this piece, and it's quite interesting to see what I can do in my capacity.
What about you, Kaziza?
I think my experience was pretty much the same, because on Chinese courses, you also need to just pass, right? It doesn't matter if you get 70 or 80 or 40. But right now, like I'm also on a scholarship, so I need to perform to get the scholarship. So I naturally take it more seriously for sure. Maybe this is the only difference. Otherwise, whatever you do here, you get exposed to the same people, to the same like facilities the university has. You are they treat you equally, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about you? Did you feel any difference with like your undergrad and now you're doing your PG?
I would say like my undergraduate is more of like fun, I guess. I don't really have to think too much, because I mean it's undergraduate. We just came from high school. We're enjoying life. But I would say for my master's degree, I would say I'm a bit more ambitious, because I feel like what I do would affect how I get my job. So I guess it's more serious in a sense, I would say.
Okay, great. Okay, moving on to the next question. It would be like, has your perception about Suzhou or like China changed from when you were here for the short time and now that you're here for the long time? And for you, like all this time you've been here for like almost
3 years?
how many years?
3 years.
2
Yeah,
years?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Is there any difference?
Okay, so for me, like the first, when I was about to graduate high school, China was not my first choice. But as soon as I came here, felt a bit of homesick, and that's actually the process. You need to feel homesick, and then you'd enjoy the next part. So for me, I came to enjoy China so much, and like at first I was homesick, but then I don't want to go home. Like that's why I took my master's, because I want to prolong how long I stay here. And yeah, so actually this city has changed a lot of my perspective towards China in a very
Okay.
good way.
That's good. Like, I have this one friend. She is Norwegian, and then her story is also very fun because like she graduated from her undergrad, and then she was doing her masters. She was all around. Like she was in Sweden. She was in Scotland. I don't know where. She was all over. But then the thing was, after 1 year, she realized that yeah, I need China. So she literally took a gap year and applied for XJTLU's Chinese program, which is like at the moment she's just applied for like the semester one, but she's thinking about prolonging it. But then she was like, yeah, I need to see my people. So she came back eventually after a year, even taking a gap year from her master's studies. So like for her, it was friendship or like the feeling of like home away from home. Like Suzhou for her was like a home very far away from home. So for her, it was friendship. What do you think you got? Like, if you had to say one word to describe what made you come back or like stay, what do you think would that word be?
I think you should start on this side.
Okay, that's
For me again,
how about we start from that side?
one word,
Yeah.
I think I would say belonging. Like I feel belong here, like from the friends, from everywhere, from everyone, the city, the friends, the school, the professors, my classmates, and everywhere. So I would say, yeah, belonging is one word that I'll use.
I think for me it's harmony.
Harmony.
Harmony. That's my feelings. Like
Okay.
when I came here, I felt like how everything is peaceful, it's calm, and I feel like I started to understand myself better. I, like although my schedule here is quite hectic, since I was also like doing different things additionally, but it brought me a lot of peace. I love it here. Yeah.
That's Suzhou for you.
Sure.
The calm city. What about you, Kian?
I'd say happiness.
Fair enough.
I'm happiest when I'm happiest when I'm here,
Okay.
and I think that's a good sign.
Yeah. Because, like, another thing is, like, if I'm not wrong, you also applied for the master's because of the opportunities.
Yes.
Yeah. Could you explain more on that?
Okay,
What was it?
so for an undergraduate student, you have limited options when you are applying for a job. But as a master's student with a master's degree, it opens you to a whole new world. Like you're able to apply, like you're almost able to apply to all of China. So I guess that's like the plus point also why I took master's in China.
Okay. Because even for me, like, now that I'm graduating this year, I was considering, like, I have to start considering what I'm going to do for my master's. Where am I going to do it? So when I was considering, like, XJTLU is actually a very good option for me. Because, like, if I actually want to work in China, I feel like SIP, like the Suzhou Industrial Park, and Suzhou in general, will be very helpful because like it's still a very growing international surrounding, and then you have a lot of opportunity as an international student in a sense, because you also because when you're here in XJTLU, you learn how to speak Chinese, you learn how to communicate in Chinese, you also have your English background, which puts like a plus on your CV. So I feel like all in all, it's easier to find a job, and also the school gives us a lot of opportunities like with all the job fairs and all. Like, have you ever applied for any jobs or like entered any places from the job fairs?
I've got an interview on Wednesday.
Oh, you got an interview on Wednesday for what kind of company? Like, was it from the job fair?
Yeah, it's international sales, but we're not gonna jinx it.
Okay, hope you get it. What about you guys? Have you applied for one or have you gotten one?
Last year, I think, when I was still on my language courses, I applied to a job. I got an interview, I went there, and I was almost there. But then the last moment, I decided to not do it and I realized that I want to keep studying Chinese because it would give me much more opportunities if I speak Chinese than I just take the first job that is out there.
I actually got lucky twice from the job fair.
Yeah.
So previously I got an internship, but recently, I would say the last international students job fair, I got a job offer, actually an internship offer and a job offer.
In Suzhou?
Yeah, it's actually in
Oh.
Suzhou. Thank you. So I guess it's actually very helpful. Like a little like effort and plus luck, wow, you'll definitely get the job here.
I feel like also the fact that when they come to the job fair, they're also prepared with English. So even though your Chinese might be rusty, most of them do have like translators or like people who actually can speak English. So I guess that was the easy part. Because like for us, when we're graduating, we're thinking about like jobs or like masters, all this stuff. And I feel like that is the biggest opportunity that XJTLU gives us. Like there's like job fairs every semester, like twice a semester sometimes, and all that stuff. Okay, so like let's calm it down a little bit, and then as a senior, let's think about our prospective students, right? First, students who are currently like unsure whether they want to stay or like transfer or maybe even return in the future, what advice would you give them?
Do what makes you happy. If you're already thinking about staying, it means you probably want to stay. Simple. And if it's a place where you feel at home, you feel comfortable, you're not going to find many places better. With people who you know, people you care for, a uni who will always support you. And not even only the uni. The most, in my opinion, and everyone who's ever come and seen it, the most beautiful city to live in the world. Go to Shanghai for 7 hours, I come back and my heart starts beating. It's magical, this place, I love it. So yeah, if it makes you happy and you want to return, just do it.
Fair enough.
I agree. For me, if it clicked, it clicked. Don't try to push it if it doesn't work for you. Because I had this experience when I was studying at my first university. It was perfect, but not for me. Like, it was really good university, amazing diploma I would get, amazing staff and curriculum, but just the place, I didn't like it. And, it didn't give me any satisfaction. But here, it was just like, right away, I understood that I need to stay here. Yeah, and then you get the opportunities, you can use them. And I think right now is the best time to be in Suzhou. It's growing so fast that you can, if you stay here right now, I feel like you can find your place. Yeah.
I mean, for me, I agree with both of them. If you click, then you simply click. But personally, as an Indonesian, I would feel, because sometimes we Indonesians think, oh, we have more opportunity at home than somewhere abroad. But I would say in Suzhou, it's always the same. It's almost the same opportunity for you. So I would say if you enjoy it, you like it, then just take the opportunity here. And like enjoy the city, the vibes and everything. I guess that's what I say. That's what I would say.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing all your wonderful thoughts, and I'm actually glad all of you came back, because when I first met you, you were broken, your legs were broken, you were on a wheelchair. first time I met you, was through my friend, and then I know you for too long. So yeah, very glad that you guys decided to stay or like return. Yeah. Any last words you guys want to share, or like anything you want to tell our prospective students or like students of XJTLU?
If you love it and you like it here and you want to return, just return. Simple.
But I think if you've never been here, you should come here at least for a week and check it out with your own eyes, and you will see if you want to continue your journey here.
I think I'll just say see you guys in XJTLU.
Okay. Thank you all so much for sharing your stories today. Today we talked about belonging, rediscovery, and second chances. And unexpected ways XJTLU makes you feel like home, I guess. Whether you think about staying, returning, or anything in general, just hoping to come back someday. I hope this helps you. And yeah.
What I think you should do, like, subscribe, share. Have a good day and behave yourselves.
Bye-bye. See you guys next episode.
See you here.